Scruffy Audio Network.
Welcome to Literally Headlines.
Literally.
Actually, Abby, we changed the name.
Have I been gone that long? Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair.
So we have a new person with us today. Abby-Ann's here.
Welcome, Abby-Ann.
Welcome, Abby-Ann.
Yep.
To the podcast. I know you've never been here before.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me back.
It's really great to be here.
Who's this? Who's this chick?
Okay, so how's everybody's life been so far since the last time we saw you? How's
It's
everyone?
been nice.
Yeah.
I've been at school a lot, working and doing all that
Okay,
fun
Sebastian.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Basically what he just said for me was
Yeah, no,
pretty
actually, how's it
accurate.
going, Abby-Ann? We haven't seen you in a while.
Pretty much like the rest of my life always is. Pretty
Nice.
chaotic,
Sweet.
stressful,
This
awful,
just in.
always ranting, but it's fine. I'm fine, guys.
Actually, if any of you tuned in yesterday, I was on the Howler and Hill
Without
show.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was just me actually, and another podcast that the Scruffy Audio Network
I don't
produces.
think my mic's on.
Which was
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It is on because I
I
can
just
hear
can't
your
hear
I can
myself.
hear your
Wait, what'd
voice
you say?
interrupting.
Sorry,
me.
I
You
couldn't
can
hear
turn
that.
yourself up.
Oh.
Audrey, what'd you say?
I said
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
there we go. Okay. I don't know how things work, guys.
Yeah, you don't know how things work around here.
This guy's
You'll
a
figure
newbie.
it out soon enough.
I know, I will.
Okay,
the
so
real-
anyway,
he's
I
my
was on the
replacement.
Howler and Hill show. It was really fun. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, how'd that
we
go?
were with another podcast, which was the Sweaty and Pissed, Menopause and More.
Oh, I saw
And
that.
that was really fun. It was super fun. They were super fun to be around. And that's another one that Scruffy Audio Network produces. So
Shout out.
if you want to learn more about menopause, if you are a lady going through it, it's very helpful. So
Okay,
take a listen
can
to
a man
it.
not watch the podcast?
I mean, yeah, you can listen
Do
to
you
it
watch
too.
a podcast? Oh.
Think.
Big boy
Think
thoughts.
long and hard.
You know what happened to me the other day? So I went to the mall, just to like shop around and buy some stuff.
Yeah.
As
And then I
usual.
found somebody. I can't say where she works because that's too not good.
Yeah, don't.
So what's the...
But I saw Audrey at the mall and she
I
was
was
working,
working.
and she was helping these people out, and I was like,
I was probably just stressed.
Audrey, and she like looked at me and she was like, oh no, she knew something was up.
Yeah, it was a
And I
really
started taking
Fun
photos
story.
of her.
The day before Audrey was supposed to start her job, she was like, yeah, I think I'm going to quit. Literally the day before her first day, she was like, yeah, Abby-Ann, I just can't do it. I'm just going to quit. I can't do it.
No, I love my job.
Okay.
Do
Okay,
you?
so let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this podcast.
I got beans, greens,
So,
tomatoes,
Abby and-
potatoes, lambs, yams, hogs,
Abby
dogs,
and-
Call back dreams.
Okay. Abby-Ann,
Yes.
we're gonna hear from you first today, cause
Oh, right. Okay,
It's
so
been a
this is
while.
pretty crazy. This is actually about from last week, but a woman who wrote an essay titled "How to Murder Your Husband" was charged with her husband's murder.
What?
Oh, no
Yes.
way.
oh my gosh,
Completely real. This
she is
woman,
coming for O.J. Simpson's brand.
Ooh, but
Too soon.
I know. It's
awkward laughs.
not funny.
Yeah, but she apparently wrote a bunch of romance novels and stuff, and they were all kind of quirky and had to do with violence and abuse, but abuse from the husband. So the woman was usually
Was she abused?
we don't know.
Well, she murdered
I
her
don't know.
husband. That's what we do know.
Yeah,
That's
she
the
did
best.
she did get arrested, but she wrote a bunch of romance novels and then published an essay online that was just called How to Murder Your Husband. And they said it was very witty and personal and that it was very lighthearted, but apparently it was pretty real too.
I think murder can
Is
be
it
lighthearted.
accurate to how she killed him? Actually,
Well, it's it's kind of not the best thing to read on air, maybe.
Yeah, maybe
so
don't.
maybe read it
if
on
you
your
have
own
a free
time.
time,
It's definitely appropriate. Let's read it.
let's go. Copyright.
Yeah.
She's in jail.
So
Right.
that's weird and uncomfortable.
It's a little weird and uncomfortable. She's a romantic suspense writer.
honestly,
So wait, here's
the
a
best
quote.
way to go down.
Here's a quote from her post. As a romantic suspense writer, I spend a lot of time thinking about murder and consequently about police procedure. After all, if the murder is supposed to set me free, I certainly don't want to spend any time in jail. And let me say clearly for the record, I don't like jumpsuits and orange isn't my color.
But
This is very-
orange is
So
the new
she's-
black.
So
Maybe
she's
she went to a
definitely thinking
prison
this
with
through.
purple jumpsuits.
Okay,
Hopefully.
so after that comment,
Okay, so Let's jump into another article. This is from Huffington Post, and this one,
As always.
Oh wait, sorry, Sebastian, I skipped yours, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. This is from Huffington Post, and it also has to do with crime, although this is to a lesser degree.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Still need like our
So,
crime theme song.
a man in Virginia was accused of rubbing the produce, fruit and like vegetables and stuff, like on his butt, and then putting it back.
Well, he's got to test the fruit.
Yeah, so he pulled down his pants and then he rubbed the fruit on his butt and put it back.
Wow.
Where
What,
was this?
what grocery store?
It's called Giant Food Stores.
they-
And he got charged with like public indecency and destruction of property.
That's
Well, did
hilarious.
you run out of toilet paper? Like, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
find out
yeah.
the motive.
It's just
Sometimes when you gotta go.
Sometimes
You just gotta
do it.
go.
No, there's
That
like
makes me
no
really scared
reason.
because I like work at a grocery store. So.
Oh yeah, they had to throw away all
Gotta-
of the
Wow.
produce, like a lot of it, because he took
Really?
it and
Yeah,
rubbed it on his butt.
I would want them to. That's scary.
They should just give it to him. Poor guy.
I know,
Poor guy.
just think, what's your thinking? You're walking around a grocery store, you see the fruit, and you're like, here's an idea.
Let me
guys.
try this.
I wonder
What would
happen
happen?
if I just pulled down my pants and like rubbed this on my butt.
I wonder what
It'd be
would
funny,
happen.
a prank. Gotcha.
I wonder what would happen if like we did that. Like at if we
should
went to
try it.
Whole
No, you know what
Foods.
that sounds like something Logan Paul would do as like a prank, like
Yeah,
vlog it the
really?
whole time. He'd be like, haha,
Oh.
pranked! I just
Gotcha.
destroyed your produce.
I know
Oh,
this
man.
costs money, but whatever. Someone
I
can
don't
eat
care.
it. Someone can eat my butt.
Oh, that's so scary.
Audrey.
That's really funny. I love myself so much.
Sebastian, do you have a news article?
Yeah,
Well,
Sebastian.
mine's kind of on the same, not the same, but kind of the same.
Does someone also
This
rub
is-
fruit on their butt in yours?
No, this
No, so
talks
it's
about
not the same.
This
Oh,
talks
so
about
it's
the
not.
trash pandas, the triangle-faced monkeys that live up in Toronto, aka the raccoons.
The raccoons.
Pawnee raccoon
So-
crisis.
That's what I thought when I saw this.
they're actually having a raccoon crisis. They call it the raccoon capital of the world, and they're just raccoons tormenting everything in the city.
Yes. Oh, we love a raccoon uprising.
We
is
love
from-
a raccoon
This is
uprising.
from NPR, and they say that they're having like a war against the rat. Yeah, it's called the latest assault in what Canadian media have called a raccoon war.
So in this war, do people like take to the
Good and
streets?
bad.
Like they're
Like
like,
angry mobs
Oh.
with torches and pitchforks.
Kill the raccoon.
They have
And if it's a
pellet guns.
raccoon war,
No.
are the raccoons also battling each other?
Planet of the Raccoons.
No, I think the raccoons are on the same
They're
side.
on the same side. Well, that's
No.
good. At least they.
Do you
At least they're
remember when
organized.
we
Yeah.
learned about the emu war in Australia, and the emus actually won?
No,
Emus are
I actually
scary.
did. Emus are
You don't
scary.
remember that?
My friend at school today told me that his dad, he's crazy dad. I think his dad's crazy.
Florida man.
His dad bought like a bunch of emus and was going to use them to buy get like the oil from them and sell it. And like my friend was like, "What is wrong with my
That
father?
That
Why?"
sounds kind of
Imagine
weird.
having
There's
a
something
father.
wrong.
All
there.
the emus died though before anything could happen. Because
What?
That's
sorry,
bad.
that took a dark turn, but like
Poor emus. Yeah, but they're scary. Did you guys ever go to
they're one of
that?
the most violent like animals.
Yeah. Did you guys
They're
ever go to that
fast.
Circle G Ranch
Yeah.
place?
Did you guys? I love Circle G Ranch.
Yeah.
It shut down.
I know.
but-
I
Never
know.
heard of it.
When?
Never
Really?
heard of
Like,
it,
pretty-
yeah.
It was shut down. It was just so cool. It was so
yeah,
weird.
but apparently they treated the animals pretty rough.
Yeah,
It
I
was the
could see
place
that.
where they had all those animals, and like you'd walk around and
You drive your
You-
car around and
It
you
was
could
like a
feed
drive-through
them.
zoo, and they came up to your car, and it was really cool. But the emos, like
The
not
emos, the emos are
Emos are coming.
Rar XD.
Rar XD. No, but one time I was like sitting in the back of like someone's trunk, and this emu just kept was
They're
following me. It was so
dangerous.
close to me the whole time, and it was terrifying.
One time, one of the donkeys spit on my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like we
Paul.
had this story before. We talked about that before.
No, because that was a different time when my dad compared me to a donkey.
Oh, yeah. That,
Yeah.
He was like, I
Very
really
sim-
wish you. Why can't you be as good as donkeys?
Wait, so
Audrey?
when did you spit on your
Was it
dad?
waffles? I didn't.
When did you spit on your dad?
God, that was so funny. We love Shrek, guys.
We stand.
We stand.
Your dad does love Shrek, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Shrek the musical. We did that together once.
Yikes.
It was
it was
yikes.
yikes. I was Baby Bear.
She was irrelevant.
And
That.
the Papa Bear was about 4 inches shorter than I was.
Also about like
Really?
3 years
Yes.
younger than you.
Yes. And he believed in Santa Claus.
Was he like 9?
I think so, because I was 12. Actually, yeah, you nailed it. I think he was either 8 or 9, and he was Papa Bear.
Dang.
Okay.
He'd be Papa
So-
Bear.
Today in Rappers Are Fighting news.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh,
Tekashi?
this is actually super. I don't know. I find it super interesting.
I know,
think
it's so like,
cool.
that's what I'm
Wait,
like,
What's
wait.
gonna happen next?
Is it Nicki and Cardi B?
No, absolutely
No.
not.
No, they.
No
they
one,
have
they're
been-
not
that's a
relevant
battle,
rappers, dude.
Nicki Minaj fits
Oh,
with everyone.
okay.
Though.
Okay.
No, but Nicki Minaj has beef with like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
I think it's just because she's kind of mean in general.
Nicki, my girl.
Yeah.
But anyways, so this one is about Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. So back at the end of August, Eminem, he released an album that was like dissing so many new wave artists just because like they don't actually rap. They just like say gibberish and they like, I don't know. It was something, he said something about
can
like
see that.
enticing the youth to be stupid. And so after like 2 weeks after that album came out, Machine Gun Kelly produced a song, like a 4-minute diss track, dissing Eminem and talking about how he's old and he doesn't know what kids want anymore.
Eminem old.
I know.
Yeah, but what I also heard, because my friend, he loves rap. Shout out
Yeah.
to you. You're probably not listening to this because you're the worst. But he loves rap. So
Okay.
he was telling me all about it. And he said that, so Machine Gun Kelly had like tweeted something about Eminem's daughter, saying like, she's so hot. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I would date her. or
I wouldn't
something.
doubt it knowing
Maybe something
Machine
a little
Gun
more
Kelly.
inappropriate.
That's like,
But like, you don't mess with people's kids.
No, and
No.
he's
No.
like,
That's like
he
the
gets
episode of
mad about
Office
his
where-
daughter. Like, he's very protective about her.
you know,
Yeah.
when Stanley's daughter like starts flirting with Ryan, and then wait, do we all watch The Office here?
Yes, we
No.
do. We stand.
Oh my! Oh, I totally forgot. I was like, I don't know.
Okay.
When you said Stan
And
Lee,
then-
I started thinking about Marvel.
No, not Stanley. Stanley.
I was thinking of
And
Flat
then Stanley
Stanley.
starts yelling at Ryan. Oh,
It's
it's
Yeah.
like, that's the scariest moment of my entire life.
boy, have you lost your mind?
Boy, have you lost your mind?
Because I'll help you find it.
That was the best moment.
Yeah.
That was so great. Yeah, but this is so wild.
Oh, no, it is.
And then no, it gets better.
Yeah, so Eminem, a whole day, like I think it was less than 24 hours actually, after Machine Gun Kelly released the diss track, Eminem wrote, produced, and made his own beat for a song called Kill Shot, directly assaulting Machine Gun Kelly.
That's amazing.
I mean, like, yeah,
honestly,
the
Eminem's
skill.
pretty talented.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
he's so talented.
Yeah.
What, didn't he? One of his like more recent songs, he set like one of the like the words per second records.
Probably. I don't know. He's
Yeah.
fast.
Wasn't that Rap God?
No, that was like 2008, dude. Come on now.
But still.
I mean, no, that's a fast song, but like a lot of people can rap like that. But yeah, so but like after that, Machine Gun Kelly, he was opening for Fall Out Boy, which by the way, if you're opening for Fall Out Boy, I don't really think that means you're as big as Eminem, so you should probably stay in
Yeah.
your lane a little bit. But anyways, he told the whole crowd to like put up their middle fingers towards he put up the middle fingers to the camera, and then he posted some Instagram posts like dissing Eminem, talking about how all of his fans hate him, and then literally like 5 minutes after that moment happened, he got booed off stage by all the people because he was singing the diss track to Eminem. And it was just, I don't know, it was just like the perfect case of
Dude,
karma.
people
Yeah,
love
that's great.
Eminem.
Dude, yeah, I mean, he's just like just OG, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be like hating on Snoop Dogg. You can't do it.
Snoop. He has a show now. called
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Does he actually?
Yeah, he has like a little game show.
Who gave Snoop a show?
Do you remember when he became like Snoop Lion?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
What?
he did. Remember when he was
Wait,
on Big Time Rush?
I remember when he was on
Yeah.
He was on
Big Time Rush.
Rush.
No,
Yeah.
but there was. I remember like in middle school, someone was like, "Yeah, Snoop Dogg is officially Snoop Lion now."
Maybe that they were messing with
Someone.
you.
No, Audrey, you just backed me up. I feel like that really happened. I'm gonna see.
Actually, I feel like he did. I feel like
Snoop
he did.
Lion.
He did. He did become Snoop Lion.
Yeah. Oh,
What
wow.
happened to that?
Well, maybe he didn't like the Snoop Lion thing.
If I ever
Wait,
meet him, I'm calling him
As Snoop Lion, he released a reggae album, Reincarnated,
Oh, that makes sense.
and a
Yeah.
documentary
Mr.
film
Reggae.
of the same name about
Wow.
his Jamaican experience.
What a guy.
And
Is he even Jamaican?
He's so
Huh.
No, he went to Jamaica. I know he spent
Me
like
too.
no,
Me too.
he spent like 4 years in
No, but
Jamaica.
he went to Jamaica. Basically the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Audrey.
I love the Nissan Rogue
I was
Sport
just
guy.
plugging something in.
Hey, that is your car.
was gonna play something
Is
for
that
you
my
guys
car?
in a minute. Okay,
Is it
so
not?
let's get
No.
into this article because
No.
I already just accidentally played a commercial. So this is another one from Huffington Post, and this one is going to
Classic.
really
Not a reliable source.
scare some people because in this town in England, there's like the residents were hearing this like really creepy just children singing old nursery rhyme. Just like they're like walking like they're like in their house, and then they would hear this out like of nowhere, and they were all like, what's happening?
This is like the start to a horror movie.
Who has possessed us? And then apparently it's not actually being haunted, but it's kind of even creepier. So the like house next door had this security system, like security alarm, and it was just for like when people would like set it off. Apparently spiders were like setting off the security system, so the song would start
No.
playing, and it was like just setting it off. But I'm gonna play the song for you.
Oh no.
So this is what they were hearing, just like out of the blue.
That's terrifying. I hate that.
I would honestly
All
cry.
right, are we ready for a movie moment with Abby Ann?
Why would somebody make that their alarm?
I don't know.
So-
but no, just you're walking,
Hold on.
you're like in your house and you hear this. I would move. I would be,
yeah, no,
I
there's
would be
not
gone.
like I
Okay.
couldn't stay in a
Right.
There's
house.
really no
All right,
excuse.
movie reference time. Dun dun dun. Okay, so in
Yeah.
1931, this German silent film came out called M. It's one of my like all-time favorite movies, but it is like terrifying because, oh man, it's like this serial child killer. And like every time there's like a murder about to happen, this like nursery rhyme plays. Man, pretty crazy, but great movie. Highly recommend.
Is
I
it
actually-
on Netflix?
I don't think so.
Then we won't be watching it. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Are you
Amazon
telling us-
Prime.
have I told you that I'm in film studies right now?
No. How's that going?
Guess what? The first movie we watched,
I don't even want to know.
something with really like a lot of substance and like
Wizard of Oz.
no,
Titanic.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes.
Okay, well that's fair. I'm fine with that.
Honestly,
I
it
can
I'm
was
so
agree
okay
with
with
that.
that.
It was really fun. But I would honestly move away from the neighbors if they made this their alarm.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I want to move away from them. I just burn their house
I would
down.
like
I
Why
would-
did they never turn it off?
or
because they
or
wouldn't
you
mess
could
with
you could be
people.
like
Beats
the
me.
other annoying neighbor and try to compete with them by making a scarier alarm sound.
Making
And
just screaming.
Yeah.
Just screams.
or like the creaking door.
just
Or like the
brutal
Jaws
screaming.
soundtrack because that's like terrifying to me.
I saw The Nun. Okay. No, but I saw The Nun recently.
Is it good?
Oh, I saw it too.
Yeah, I liked it. It was one of those movies where you don't really have a break throughout. There's just like a bunch of like jump scares after jump scares, and you're just sort of
Yeah.
sitting there like.
It got
weird.
so confusing though.
I was
like-
confused. I've never seen any of the other Conjuring movies. I just went with my friend.
Well, even
Do
you
they
don't
tie
really
together?
have to.
Wait, is it
Yeah,
related to The Conjuring?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all in the same
It's like-
universe. It's like the origin stories.
Yeah, I see origin story
But,
for it. There's
like,
some
I-
parts of it were really creepy.
The graveyard scene was like really like confusing.
I was super confused, and I was super confused why they didn't just leave after that.
Yeah, no, like absolutely.
They're like, we have to make the grounds
God,
hall.
darn
Like, holy, I
Catholics.
was like, just get out of there.
Darn Catholics. Well,
No,
probably
that
won't
part-
see that movie. It's a little scary for me.
Definitely.
a
It was
little
yeah, it was pretty
scary.
scary.
Have y'all seen Heredity?
No.
Alright.
No, that
Hereditary?
looks really. I don't know if
Oh
I want
my-
to. That one looks bad.
No, like when I tell you, I don't like me with a beard, looking like I'm 24, like actually like on the verge of tears because I was so scared.
It looks really bad.
It was so bad. I mean, no, it was good. Like it was
Yeah.
good, but it was
I
like
heard like,
What's it
does-
about?
Does the girl get like decapitated?
yeah, like that's like in the first 20 minutes.
It's supposed to be terrifying.
I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
Do it.
Oh, please never do that again.
Please,
It's like
absolutely.
scarier than that nursery rhyme.
Sister, it's okay.
Sister.
Okay, sister. I mean, I
Are
probably
you still
should.
doing that? Like it's been a while.
Sister, it's never
Wait, so
gonna
is
end.
it actually scary though?
No, like when I tell you it's terrifying, like it just kind of like robs you to your core.
It's one of
I'm
those
gonna
movies
watch
that
it.
messes you up too.
Yeah, no, like every time I think,
Have you ever seen The Strangers?
Mm-hmm.
That
one's
movie kind of
bad.
messes me up
Yeah,
too.
or The Crazies, like those two kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah,
But-
I was just. Okay. And I guess real life scary stuff. Do you want to take the lead on this next one?
Segue,
Oh,
Audrey.
I know.
yeah, and a good segue.
You're welcome.
I forgot about this news story. So there's actually a shooting in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And it was yesterday. It happened yesterday. And it was at a Rite Aid. Oh God, what's it called? Rite Aid pharmaceutical place. And it was a woman shooter. She shot 3 people, and then she attempted to fatally shoot herself, but she didn't die until a few hours after she shot herself. And
women can never do anything right.
They always
Keep them
fail.
glued to the floor.
Can't even do that.
Bastard.
Can't even do this
Those were your
one
words.
thing.
Were they really?
Yeah, you said
On that one,
women.
Yeah, you said that on that one. And Abian was like,
I had
"Do
never.
I need to be
I did not know
concerned?"
you. I was like, I can't tell if, like how much he's joking. Like I think I asked him on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh wow.
How much does he hate women?
Yeah.
Honestly, you guys should have said like 5, because man, it's just
They
the
don't
worst.
do anything right.
I know, they just can't, like, I'm just saying, dude, they couldn't kill herself right.
I feel like
Oh, this is bad. I'm sorry, guys. No,
okay.
we love and respect women in this establishment.
I don't know. I find this interesting, maybe because from just like a crime, like, you know, thinking about it, like, scientific and stuff, most, you know, shooting, like mass, like shooting crimes and like mass killing crimes are committed by males.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know. I think that's interesting that as a woman, that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I think it's very empowering.
We've talked.
Connor. We can't be offensive.
We've talked so many times on this podcast about shootings.
I feel like that's really terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I feel like
every
at least
2
every
weeks?
other podcast we
There's
do.
a shooting. There's almost a shooting.
Yeah,
I
there was
mean,
one on two podcasts
every
ago.
day. There was one on the last podcast.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
I wasn't there.
Madden.
I mean, I wish we could think of. I wish there was a way that we could. I don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how they can, you know, make this better.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know
it's
if,
such a controversial
tighter gun
issue.
laws would do anything. It's
Yeah.
honestly so controversial.
It is. I just think really that what needs to happen. I mean, and this just personally, I just think people need to stop being stupid.
Yeah, people need to stop being the worst.
Just stop being stupid. Stupid.
You know who had it right?
Who?
The Romans.
What did the
Okay,
what did
Elaborate.
Please
They were
elaborate.
just
By crucifying Jesus? Is that how they got it right? Or
just cut some people's hands off whenever they do something bad. It's like, hey,
Excuse me.
you
Was that
get
the
no
Romans?
hands. Was that not the Romans?
I don't
okay,
know.
well, let's just break this down for a second. Even if it was the Romans, which it's not, it was the Greeks.
Sebastian.
But
Oh, the Greeks.
Stop trying to be smart.
That wouldn't stop the shootings. That would just mean, they
Well,
shot people
no.
and now they don't have hands. Like,
How are they gonna hold a
Hey,
gun?
now people will stop
Instead
shooting.
we just cut off everybody's hands right out of the womb.
Yes, no hands.
it's kind of like
There's a whole song about it. We don't need hands.
That reminds me of the petition I signed to have women's tongues cut out at birth. And I was all for that.
It's like Hunger
petition.
Games Avox.
I think that's a good idea.
Like whenever
I think
they.
so too.
What is it in the Hunger Games? What do they do to get their tongues cut?
they put
cut
that
out?
stuff on them. They like put like poison in them or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
but like
clean it.
why?
forgot.
No,
What,
it's
what's
because
the,
it's
what do they
because
do?
like in District 8, they would like they had like that semi uprising, and so if you say anything mean to the
Yeah.
peacekeepers in District 8, they
They-
snip.
Oh man.
Dang. Was that in the movies or the books?
Women talk way too much. I think that's a good idea.
Books. It wasn't in the movies. Yeah, women need to just like shut
Chill.
up for a little bit. Oh,
Darn
man.
women.
The pay gap doesn't exist.
Can we just like talk for a second about like high schoolers?
Absolutely not.
Like, oh
High
man,
schoolers are the worst.
it's so
Honestly.
funny.
I'm TAing for sorry.
Oh, hold on. A thing for our school that I thought we could bring up is, so I'm in student council
What?
and our teacher was
Since when?
talking to us.
Boo.
So we have 2 dances at our school. One of them's our homecoming dance, which is called the Rave. I know, really classy name. And then the other one is winter formal.
It's a really classy dance.
Yes,
too.
yeah,
It's
it's
so
winter
much fun.
formal. And so the student council teacher told us that if anybody does anything
If
bad
anybody
or
gets
or does
intoxicated.
anything like illegal there, then we're not having any more school dances the
Yeah.
rest like ever.
Yeah, and, fun fact about that. They said that last year when I was on student council, and they said that the year before that. And my buddy,
No, I think they were really serious this time. Miss Belt, cut
Oh.
out her name.
Cut out her name.
last
Cut her
last
out.
time we had a school dance.
No,
hold
last
time
time
the spring rave. A few people
Maybe
got
you
kicked
shouldn't
out.
call them raves.
I had to. Well, I had
I
to.
know.
The
I had to
rave
help
is
my
fun.
buddy. No, I have a story about the rave.
No, me and you were helping him.
Yeah, me and you were helping
Yes,
him, and then
and
but
he was
remember,
passed out.
but remember, I snuck him out. I tried to sneak him out, and the cop stopped us, and he was getting water, and I said, "Yeah, he just hit his head or something. I don't know what happened, but I'm just gonna take him home since I drove him over here." And he stopped drinking
He
water.
just
Said,
threw up.
"I didn't hit my head. I'm drunk." I'm like, to the cop.
Oh, bud.
Yes, that's why he got in trouble.
And then he wasn't at school for the next 50 days.
Yeah, because he said
50
that.
days.
He got,
50
yeah,
days.
he got suspended for the rest of the school year.
That
Yeah.
was so funny though. That was hilarious.
I know, but then, I mean,
We love him though.
it's like high schoolers are so dumb.
Oh,
it's a,
man. They
it's
really
a
are.
school
No, last year at
dance.
Bearden.
Why would you drink
It's not a
Last year
dance.
at
at a
It's a
school
rave.
dance? It's a rave.
It's
Last
a
year at
rave.
Bearden, these 2 kids got suspended because they were vaping in class, and then like
That's
when
so
the teacher
dumb.
turned around, he like blew it in his shirt, and then it came out the other end. like really, how did she not think that through? Like,
Why is
Man, this-
everyone
Honestly.
so stupid?
the
I
cloud
don't
will
know.
just stay in my
You
shirt.
should have just inhaled it, honestly.
Yeah,
The cloud will stay in my
The
shirt.
cloud.
and then the teacher like it just came out the other end of his shirt.
I'm
It's my
TAing
favorite story.
for a theater class, and there's a bunch of freshmen in there. And
Freshmen.
freshmen are the weirdest type of creatures I think I've ever met. They're all like so. It's not like they're. It's hard to explain.
It's not like they're the worst, but also
It's not like they're the worst, but then they like say things, and you're like, I can't believe like
How
actual
did you
human just said that.
just
Like,
also. I don't. Is it just me or like do the freshmen look so much younger this year?
They look so
than they have
small.
ever.
last year they looked the youngest, I think. This year I've seen some freshmen. I
I've
can
seen
be
some
like,
freshmen, like,
you
you're
might
4
be
years old.
Sebastian.
Okay, let's get into headlines now. Abian,
Literally.
do you not remember?
Yes. Well, you're blocking my cheat sheet. Thank you, Audrey.
You're welcome.
Big old head.
Plane, Abian. You have a plane story.
Right. Okay, so
Is there a plane at all?
oh man, that book is so good.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Well, this plane, the Cathay Pacific, they misspelled their own name on the side of the plane.
What?
Literally, like it said Cathay
Oh,
Pacific, and they
I
left
saw
the
that.
F out of Pacific.
But then they
And they're- it's
Go
just so bad.
Come on,
How do you
man.
do that? That's like one of those like, yeah, you messed up.
yeah, you had one.
Dyslexia
You literally
at
had one
its
job.
finest.
That's
Yeah,
the one
and
job.
then they
Big
tweeted like
Josh.
pictures of it, and they were like, "Oops, this special livery won't last long. She's going back to the shop." What?
I think it should
Hilarious.
stay like that.
They're just trying. I think
That's
yeah,
some good
change the
marketing.
name. Just
Yeah,
change the name.
just
to
change
that.
the whole name.
That's how Starbucks markets. It's just like
Tell us how Starbucks markets,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, let's hear it.
They
Is
like-
it like the
they like
KFC?
write people's names
It's like the
down wrong,
Romans.
so people will post it on Instagram and get publicity.
Well, that wasn't
You know
like
what?
on
You want to know
purpose.
how they
That's
spelled
just
my
the-
name the other day? It said Abby, and they put QBBY, QB, Quibby, and I was like, "What?"
Wow.
I guess because the Q is close to the A, but then the guy called it and he said Abby, so I guess it was just a mistake.
Do you know how they
but-
spelled my friend Isabel? We went there once. No, we went to Panera. No, Panera. Do you want to know how they spelled her name? Isabel. You know,
Yeah.
spelled normal.
Yeah.
They spelled it EZBELL.
Oh, Esbel. I remember this.
Which Panera was that? The one by the school?
I don't remember.
Is there
Well,
another
the one-
Panera in
Sebastian.
Knoxville? I've literally never been to another Panera.
Yeah, there's more.
Wait,
There's
really?
tons.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like
there's
so
like
many
3.
Paneras.
I've like only been to that Panera once,
Wow.
but I also
All right,
That's
so,
so crazy.
I
You live in,
actually,
like, a different world.
excuse me, simmer, please.
Okay, woman. That was mean. I'm sorry.
Quit
Let's cut that
speaking.
out. Cut that out.
nasty woman.
Okay. So this next article is from Fox News, and it also has to do with airplanes, but this one might make you not want to fly on an airplane ever
Oh
again.
my gosh.
Planes.
So it was on a plane from Germany to Russia, and there was this guy, and inside of his bag, like his carry-on bag, there were 20 snakes.
Oh, no.
On his carry-on?
Yep.
I'm tired of these heckin' snakes on my heckin' plane.
They were like, you can't import animals for stuff from like a different country to another country.
That's so
Why would you put it in your
scary.
carry-on
What kind?
then?
What kind of snakes?
Just 20 different snakes. I don't know. They're reptiles.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh man.
The reptiles.
No,
They're
yeah, the guy's like, he's
reptiles.
like, I just, bought these reptiles while I was in Germany and I was just going to take them back. And they're like,
Wow.
no.
Where
They're
was he
like,
going to take
stop.
them?
To back home.
Probably gonna go like
Where's
skin
home?
him or do something weird.
I don't know.
and
It was probably
creepy.
gonna be something
Or maybe
weird.
you keep him as a pet, like like a normal
20
person.
20
Yeah.
snakes as a pet.
Maybe
20 snakes is like 5 snakes. Okay. 20.
Wait.
That's too much.
Can we just review what you said? 5 snakes? Okay. No, I'm not. When you say 5 snakes, I don't just think that's okay.
It's fine.
Maybe he was hungry. Like maybe he
I
wanted
was like,
to
he had
snack
20
us.
pythons.
I actually hate that.
Sebastian?
Well, okay. This is actually really interesting. This could be the same guy, because this guy in France lives with 400 reptile roommates.
Oh, what?
He has 400
I'm so
reptiles
scared.
living in his house,
Wow.
like pets.
like space reptiles or like
No, like he has a giant python that's probably 12 feet long that weighs 110 pounds.
How big is his house?
we love a skinny queen.
Actually, no, like each of their things look like a microwave. Like here's a photo of just like all his.
If you want to
He
check
has
out this
so
photo,
many
everybody.
animals. He
Just to
literally-
let you
he
all
has
know,
alligators living in his
Sebastian
house.
just referred to a cage as a microwave. He's showing me the picture right after saying
It
microwave.
looks like a microwave. Look, does that not look like
These
a
are
microwave?
definitely cages.
No. Why would they
so
keep...
small.
Hold on. Just, let's review.
My computer's bigger than that
Let's-
cage.
Let's review.
This one lives in a bin.
First off.
He has a cobra.
First off. Why would you put a snake in a microwave?
Audrey, I don't think you understand
Also,
how good a
like-
snake is.
Also, like the confidence that he had when he said, "Look, it looks like they're in microwaves," and then immediately showed me the picture, and they were obviously cages.
They were obviously in microwaves. He has poison dart frogs too, and he has a rabbit. He doesn't even stop.
Dang, dude.
That's
How
not a
many animals-
reptile.
The rabbit's
I know,
probably
he has-
for the
he has a-
snakes.
He has a rattlesnake living in his house.
Okay.
We have
An
rattlesnakes in
alligator.
Tennessee, dude.
In your house? Is it living with you in
Yeah,
in
his
a little
name's
microwave?
Roger. All right.
Snake. I'm a slippery snake.
Shut up,
Hey,
Audrey.
he's cooler
This isn't
because
2006.
he has microwaves.
Yes, it is.
He's in a bin. It's
I was born in the
literally
wrong
it's
Okay.
in a
generation.
microwave. That's
It's not a microwave.
a bin. That's a
Okay,
plastic bin.
oh, man. I don't
This
like
is
watching this
so
video.
cool.
Well, I
Check
wanna see
this
it.
out.
Nobody can see it.
They're looking
This is a
at it.
podcast. You don't watch a
Oh, wow.
podcast. Right,
Watch
Listen
Connor?
here.
Watch it with my eyes.
That is so cool.
All right, guys. Let's jump into
fascinated.
another topic that you guys have been chomping
Speaking
at
of-
the bit.
speaking
to
of
talk
reptiles-
about.
Actually,
Speaking of
can
rep-
everybody please be quiet? I have an announcement.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Joe. Ignore that.
ASMR
we
just
call-
for Joe Biden.
No. Joe, we call for you.
In our hour
Please
of need.
join
Don't we usually do this
our
at the
podcast
end?
just for a day.
Not even a day, like 20 minutes. Like,
Just
that's all
20
we
minutes.
need.
That's all. Yeah, we do. Even if you want to call us, it's okay.
We
But
have
come on
snacks.
down. We have snacks.
Just like
We got some candy. We can pick you up
Actually,
in our
we
van.
need to
It's
restock
gonna
the
be
candy
nice.
a little
And
bit.
our-
gonna
and
be
wait,
nice.
what can we pick them up in? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I have my Subaru.
I have a 2015 RAV4.
It's an Outback.
I will buy a van just for
Get
this.
excited. I'll buy a van.
Please, Joe.
All right. So more
Please
about
consider.
politics.
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Moving
Oh.
on from one of the greats to
I know that Sebastian
one of the
and
less
Abby Ann
greats.
have a lot to say about this. So
So this
Yeah.
guy.
And Connor.
explain to me what this is.
okay.
So, oh, you want to take
you
it?
go ahead, Sebastian.
So he wants to be a Supreme Court justice. You know, you got to like go through the Senate to be confirmed.
Yeah,
And
they
Donald
dig
Trump-
into your past when they do that.
Hmm?
When they like are confirming them, don't they like
Yeah.
dig like deep into your past?
They
Oh, yeah.
they look at everything.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl from high school, do you know her name?
She is anonymous right now. Wait.
No, she's
oh
not.
no,
Her-
she's not anymore. She was like a couple days ago. Her name is Christine Blasey Ford.
Well, Christine
her on
Blasey
Instagram.
Ford announced that he like what did he do?
He sexually assaulted her
Yeah.
at a high school party in the 80s.
So this is like coming back to bite him in the butt, like what 30 years later.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it could ruin his career. And
Well-
right now, she's like, she says she will testify if it like gets looked into by the FBI, and that's kind of like,
Well,
whoa.
Yeah, I have some choice opinions on this matter, and I keep in mind in no way am I like a Republican or anything. I'm not trying to defend Kavanaugh, but the decision to wait until an FBI investigation is done is very political. Because, well, first of all, if an FBI investigation is taking place, then that's going to have a lot more media attention, and this is very high time. It's like it's like right before the midterms.
Well, that's the same thing that happened in the 2016 election.
Exactly. That's the same thing that happened.
So it's not even. I don't even think it's a move by Democrats. I think it's a move by her. Working with people in Congress, trying to get it to elapse once we get into the midterms. Because if the Democrats win the midterms and they take over the Senate, then they can just decline him and that goes away.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, though, is that she came out with this back in July.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she came out with this back in July, and they tried to keep it like silent, like the Republican Party. But then when the digging, so she wasn't even trying to pursue action; she was just coming out to do it. And then when the Senate and the Supreme Court justices were digging into Kavanaugh's past, they found it. And so then, right when it got publicized, that's when it started turning political and going more towards an FBI investigation.
Yeah, I mean,
do you know like what the extent of like the sexual assault was?
I did hear, I think it was on NPR, I heard the other morning, they like described what the woman claims she went through, and it's pretty graphic and intense. So it's not just like not that anything is like okay, sexual assault, but it's not just like something small.
It's not like it's not just a political move, because I definitely do think this happened to this woman.
The funny, not like the funny part to me, but
the funny part actually.
I always have to find the funny part
it's
in
hilarious.
Everything. Brett Kavanaugh immediately presented a list of 65 women who knew him in high school that like vouched for him. Like he immediately was just like, here's a list of 65 women that will say I'm a good person. He already had a list. Like, who just keeps a list?
Hey Audrey, in 20 years you're going to be on my list.
Thank you. I'll help you out.
Thank you. Dude.
Hopefully you won't be
just
in the
same
situation.
Wait a second.
What's the plan there?
No, you don't want to have a list.
Was it actually just women like that he had on the list?
Yeah. Like, who just has that?
That's
ready?
a little sketchy.
That's weird, right? That's weird.
Was it ready, or did he like come up with it? It was probably ready. Honestly, knowing like a Republican candidate, he probably deals with this every week. He's like, dang it, now I gotta deal with it again.
Like,
what if like half the girls turned out they didn't even go to high school with him?
They're made up names.
Stormy Daniels, like
Stormy Daniels.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Mario Kart.
Man, it's just like pretty crazy that people are like kind of defending, because a lot of people have been defending him and saying like, oh, it was in high school and all this stuff, but like this woman is claiming that she's actually been like mentally traumatized by this, which is obvious. Like obviously that would happen no matter what age you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about high school students. High school students are dumb, but it doesn't excuse any of your actions.
Exactly, and I definitely think a 30-year gap doesn't excuse it either.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think you can do something so like horrible like that and then be like, well, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't think that's how that works, buddy.
Because it obviously still affects her.
Yeah, and it affects her, and also just kind of shows like the character too. Like, I mean, I do understand that people can change. Like a lot of rapists, they get reformed in jail and stuff, but it's something to look into, like, something to take into consideration.
The fact that after that he's like succeeded this far in life and was nominated for like Supreme Court justice, and then
and like imagine like hearing like being a victim of that, and then hearing on the news
everything that how he's like being successful and stuff. That's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's just I really do feel for her.
Take him down. That's what I say to her. Take him down.
But I think the darn liberals are exploiting it for political gain.
I do declare.
I do
declare.
You know what? They might be right, but who cares? We got this. We're going to take the dub this season.
What are you talking about?
I'm so excited.
Sebastian's very liberal. I don't know if you could tell.
He's talking about liberals.
And I just got a very big announcement that
what?
West just beat Beard in volleyball. So let's go, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We took the dub home.
West Type.
Our
West
Type
volleyball team is doing so good this year. Shout out West Type volleyball team.
So here's the thing. I was just at the game before this, and I almost got kicked out because I was yelling a lot.
Why?
And-
Why would they kick
Oh
you
my
out
gosh,
for that?
no! Our
Because
student section at
it's-
the volleyball game harasses the other players.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were
No, this is awful.
Verbally.
No, this is awful. They learn all the names of the
So-
girls on the other
so,
team,
yeah.
and they call them out
No,
by
my God.
name.
best-
When's the next volleyball game?
no. We
are
have one next
going.
week. No, the best is when you get the coach's name and you start yelling just at her. And
It's
you're
so
like,
bad.
You-
It's
you
Did you
call
yell at our
worse.
volleyball coach?
Yes!
She is new. She's brand new.
Well, and she was
that
getting mad at me.
that
That's
poor
so
little
funny.
woman. I don't even know her name, but
I do.
It's
I won't
literally
say
awful.
it. It starts with an E.
Emmanuel.
No, but Emmanuel
That's
was
it.
no. They were getting mad and they would get timeouts and we would just scream the whole time. And then Bearden tried having a student section.
Try.
okay.
didn't
Well,
happen.
okay. Tonight we're also like Bearden is playing Farragut in soccer, which no offense, like you guys think we're your like
Yeah,
arch
we
enemy,
beat
but
Farragut.
Bearden's soccer team's really good.
yeah, our girls soccer team is like insanely good. just
Didn't our
saying.
girls soccer team beat y'all?
No.
Pretty sure we did actually.
No, it was
Nope.
4-1.
Was
Yeah,
it?
no.
Okay.
Yep. And we were the 4. So
I mean, it's
but
like-
we won in 4
yeah,
sets.
soccer's like the only sport I like, so
Really?
I'll talk about it.
Oh, you
yeah.
played soccer for a while, didn't you? No.
Well, when I was okay, both my brothers played soccer.
Oh yeah.
So I know a lot
that's why
about
you
it.
like
But when I was
soccer.
3, I did play for a short period of time, and then I pushed all the other girls down. Because even when they didn't have the ball, because I was just like, I watched my brothers play
You're
so
like,
much.
I hate women.
And they were a lot older
talked
than me,
about
so
that.
like, of course,
Yeah,
they were
we have
like
talked about
shoving
this.
people, but I
Yeah.
just pushed everyone down.
I think one of the best sports like to watch ever is
Whistling.
Italian soccer or football, I guess they'd say. Like it's
Football.
because they have their own like whole league. They have their own entire different like league separate from like the World Cup and stuff.
Have you seen
like that.
girls
So-
professional football?
No.
That's the best sport.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I do not agree. Not because it's women, just because of the way it's portrayed.
I think it's because it's women.
Yeah.
Women suck.
Have y'all not seen how it's portrayed?
I have.
Yeah, they literally only wear shoulder pads and then they wear bikinis and then they play football.
No wonder Sebastian loves it.
I don't watch
Sebastian,
it like
you creep.
no. Some
I
of
hope your
those girls
girlfriend
can
doesn't
hit
listen to this.
hard. Like they go boom
Do they go boom?
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
sound
Okay,
effect and everything.
okay. Never mind.
Why is he on this podcast?
I don't know.
I think
don't
Sebastian's the
know.
only funny one here.
He's the only one that said yes when I asked. So
I didn't get the Evite.
sorry. I didn't know you back then. All right, so we're gonna get into our favorite topic and probably our last topic for tonight. We're gonna do some criminal masterminds.
Dun dun dun.
Featuring Hurricane Florence.
Ew. No. What the heck?
I did cut that out. That was the word.
Okay.
That was so funny.
Sebastian
So we're
is
gonna
in
get-
rare
so-
form tonight.
So we're gonna get into our criminal
too high.
masterminds. Okay, simmer, Sebastian. Jeez. We're gonna get into criminal masterminds, one of our favorite
Yeah.
topics.
And
So I have one, and then Connor has one.
yeah. Oh, my bad. I thought I was going first. You can go first.
It's okay. So this one is from Fox News. A man in West Virginia. He's one of those guys that likes to huff paint. I don't know if you've ever heard about that. but
Oh, that's my
apparently
favorite pastime.
It's really fun. So one day he huffed a bunch of paint
Oh yeah.
and then he beat his mom
oh my no.
with the spatula.
That reminds me, like a few years, my mom used to beat the crap out of me with some spatula.
How's it feel, Mom? How's it feel?
This is the picture of him.
Oh my god.
Did I
has,
see a
like-
picture? I didn't see
He has
it.
like paint.
He looks like a
paint on his
lion.
mouth.
Oh my
no.
god. He looks like that guy from the new Mad Max movie who sprays silver
Yes.
paint in his mouth.
Yes.
Oh,
Honestly,
no.
I didn't know huffing paint was an activity, but
Are you not a part of it?
I
the
know what I'm
culture?
going to be doing now.
Come
buy
on,
you some
Audrey.
paint.
Okay, next time we won't do a podcast. We'll just have a
We'll
party.
just huff paint.
We just huff paint together in a dark room
This has been a weird
Oh,
episode.
and
This
four
has been a really
spatulas.
weird episode.
with 4 spatulas.
This has been an episode where it almost crosses the line multiple times.
We're definitely
Do
like
you want
behind the
views or
line. We're
not?
not over the line yet. We're just like standing behind it, and then the rest of our bodies are leaning over.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Our toes are just
We're
just
like,
behind
slightly,
the line.
Yeah,
Everything else is in front of the line.
yeah.
are we going to move on from the line point now, or are we going to keep going with that one?
I mean, if anyone else, I used to sniff. Like,
Talking about
I
some
used to like
lines,
to,
Hurricane Florence this weekend was pretty intense.
I used to like to sniff Sharpies. Not like as
goodness.
like a gross
for your
thing, but,
birthday,
like,
Were
you're
you
like,
just dropped
they
as a
smell
kid
good.
a lot? Like, I just don't understand what kind of breed
For
of
your
human
birthday,
you
I'm
are.
gonna buy you just a giant thing of paint just so you can sniff it on the daily. Like I'll wait in your parking spot at school. And I'll be like, "Here you go, Audrey. Here's your sniff."
Just give her
And
some
you can
bath
sniff.
salts instead. So, next
So,
in
Connor?
criminal, we're doing the rest of the podcast as ASMR, Audrey.
Okay.
Up next is the. It's okay. Stop. There's a case of our favorite person. I just don't know how he escaped jail again. But Florida man, he's back. And
Back
unfortunately,
and better than ever.
back and better than ever. And so, what happened is that our trusty, our trusty Florida man, he was gardening naked, and his neighbors
Classic.
reported on him.
Was he watering the plants?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't.
I don't understand.
Okay, it's fine. Just keep going.
Okay, so Florida, but he was, and the neighbors reported him, and he was charged for. Well, he wasn't charged because he said that since it's on his land, it doesn't matter.
what he wants.
He can do what he wants, but I think that people
That
can
worked?
see. No, it didn't work.
Oh.
But it's like stalling charges right now. And I just think honestly we should
Keep your clothes on.
What if that made
no,
it its way to the
I'm
Supreme
very
Court?
against clothes. I'm very for like we should all be in the same nudist colony.
Honestly, I'll start it. I'll start one.
Just do it, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Because-
France.
And
In France?
Yes.
I think we should do it in the West High student section. I think that's where we should
Ew,
start.
it already is.
Hey, new theme this week. Come naked.
I'm naked,
Don't.
guys.
They
Hey,
will.
for the rave.
Don't. They will. They will.
West High's wild and oh wait, I mean
No, it's West High. It's fine.
Untitled high school.
There's so many
Untitled.
West Highs in the. There's
In the
like
world.
51. No, I'm pretty sure there are like 51 West High schools in the nation.
No,
so
there
we're
are. When I
good.
was applying for colleges, there's like a bunch that showed up. There's like 4 in Oregon, and I'm like, dude, chill.
How many Wests are there?
Dude.
Chill.
There's 2 in
Chill.
East Tennessee.
Huh?
There's 2 in East Tennessee. West High School in Morristown West.
Oh wow, huh? I mean, no one really cares about Tennessee though.
Yeah.
Retweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was such a
Okay.
bad high five.
So
That was awkward.
that was a good podcast, but it's time to end it.
It is time.
It's time to go.
Some
It was
lines
time.
were
Some
almost
lines
crossed.
We're really close to being crossed.
Joe
But-
Biden.
So wait, before we go, I just
Dad.
want to
If
talk
you're
about
listening to
I just want
this.
to talk about this one last thing. It's I don't think women should have rights. And hear me out, guys.
All right, I'm with you on this
Repeal
one.
the 19th.
Repeal the 19th. Repeal the 19th. Oh man.
Want to hear a
guys,
joke?
That was too much. No, it's over.
Sebastian, we're done with your jokes for the night. Well, thank you all for listening. Joe Biden, if you're tuning in,
Repeal the 19th.
and also
Hey,
come on
Judge
the
Kavanaugh.
podcast. Don't tell them. They might actually do it. Don't say anything.
Don't say anything, please.
They'll do it.
Okay, guys.
All right.
And this closes
Thanks for
the
listening.
D&D podcast, everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tune in next time where we fight the flaming dragon prophet.
All right, over there.
Okay, bye. That one was too much.